Okay, so thanks everyone for coming back from break. The next concept we're going to look at is finished versus complete. And does anybody have an idea what that means? No one knows what it means. Okay. No, there's some good ideas in the room. Well, sometimes events occur and the event might be over, so finished. But what does complete mean? So the example I'm gonna bring up is more related to generational trauma, which in a lot of families can happen by being told not to cry. So you're a child and you're going through an emotional time, maybe you're really young and you're crying about something and your parent goes, "Why are you crying? I thought I told you not to cry." Some of us grew up with, "I'll give you a reason to cry," and we're expected not to cry anymore. So from that example, when I say generational trauma and that experience, that event, what do you think finished versus complete is? Okay, right. So during and after that event, what got broken? So one thing that can start coming up after that is feeling shame when you start getting that emotion. Maybe some trust was broken with the parent or guardian that told you to not cry anymore. An idea of safety now that is compromised. Right. Okay. So that event happened in the past, and how does it keep showing up in our present? Just because it happened in the past, when all of a sudden that emotion comes up, maybe you're an adult and you are telling yourself that like this isn't a safe emotion to show. Maybe when it comes up, you start feeling like the same shame that you did by being told by an adult that you don't need to be acting like this right now. So what happens through that? Relationships get affected, certain reactions might stop you from doing something that you want to do next, or feeling okay or safe. And then how does it show up in our future? So if that's happening to you in the present, there could be an anticipation of not being safe. There could be an anticipation of, I shouldn't be feeling this way. And if we don't resolve what happened in the past and it keeps showing up in our present, how does it keep showing up in our future? So next we're going to be doing some work in your books. I guess we will be going over some questions. This is important for you to be able to see if while going through the questions there are incompletions in your life. Maybe this covers your whole life. Don't judge it. Try just to answer them honestly so that we can go over them later and see where you are in each question. Okay, so the first question we're going to start with is, who or what am I angry or resentful with? And the next question is, who or what am I afraid of? Okay, then we'll just fast forward through the 16. So now that we have gone over all the questions and you've answered them as well as you can, we're going to put you into small groups so that you can debrief with each other, talk about what you noticed. So all the incompletions, like we've been talking about, all these events happened in the past, and we're trying to see where they're still coming up for you in the future or in the present. Okay, and like we also talked about, these events bring up things that make you want to protect yourself. And that means that you're putting up barriers and walls so that whatever happened in that event, what was broken, you don't have to experience again. So maybe that was shame, and maybe it's coming up as fear, all of these things. So when you're incomplete with something or someone, it becomes a barrier in front of you. And our example of that would be as if you're standing here and you're trying to talk to your sister, but the first time you talked to her, she told you she was busy. The next time they talked to you, you were too afraid to open up to them, so you put up another wall. So when you're trying to have a conversation with your sister, what is that conversation going through? Can you two see each other? You're like, no. Okay, so if, let's say you tried to tell this person that, well, the last time I tried to talk to you, I don't know, this one's really hard to do. Okay, the last time I talked to you, I didn't feel heard, and I would really like it if we could speak. So that takes one barrier away. So the more you keep doing this and saying where you are trying to open those communications, you're taking these things more away from the front of the spirit of who you are. Okay, now that we've finished our demonstration of how incompletions take up space in front of who you are, we just would like to take this opportunity to tell you that this is also your opportunity to leave. We are going to be going into depth, and we need from you, we need, like we said, we need honesty and we need respect. That's why we have the rules of the workshop in place. This is no judgment about you. If you would like to leave, you're always welcome to come back and try again. But we hope that you can find some grounding within yourself to stay. Okay. So now we're going to go for lunch.